This is a modified freewrite, as it's also going to be transcribed vocally as part of the motivation for this post, which was something that happened today. On the video, you'll be able to see me clad in a certain way that will hopefully make it obvious what's going on. Obviously, I know this sounds weird when I say it, because this is one of the difficulties of essentially crashing through the fourth wall in a video. So, as it turns out, there are a lot of things which can involve the number 12. For example, there are 12 inches in a foot. There are 12 months in a year. There are 12... Oh, where was this one going? No, I can't quite remember what I was going to say, but... Anyway, 12 seems to be a number of completeness in a different way. But it's sort of a strange number, because although it is even, it's not exactly one which would be necessarily found as a nice round number, as people would say. Because, definitely we can grouse about the imperial system of units, for how little sense it makes in terms of unit conversion. In fact, I recall a meme that went around on Facebook several years ago. It said, "No cursing," and rattled off a list of various four-letter words, including period. Including inch, yard, mile, foot, acre, and a few others that I can't recall off the bat. With the punchline being, let's keep it clean and metric. So, as I've worked in science, there have been a few times where I've been forced to do some ugly unit conversion between different non-metric units. The most annoying came from my differential equations class, when mass was in the odd unit of slugs. Yes, the slug is the foot-pound second unit of mass. The pound is weight, but mass is not equal to weight. Weight is a force. Now, where was I? I keep getting blown out here. And there we go again. Jeez Louise, something is really wrong here. Evidently, I've done something terribly wrong to force correction. Or, it is part of the story. Oh, I thought of another piece involving 12. 12 are the notes of the chromatic scale. Shall I start singing it? Nah, I'll let that one go by. Or perhaps I shouldn't have done that. There's that whistle again. I think that the whistle and the pointing gesture is starting to blow out the post. Yet, it's not exactly that something only in my mind. Rather, has to do with a post that I wrote about a year ago. Thursday thrashings. Period! Indeed, the whistles that I had in this post came from the floor hockey game that I played last night. It was our first game of the season in my third full-time season on Super Anomalous Diffusers, whose name later changed to Shots with Gordon Bombay. You may recall from my post on Thursday Thrashings of last year that I played hockey on Thursdays, as well as watching a bunch of bad Northwestern basketball losses early in the year. Well, our team had a bunch of newcomers with the first-year students that were eager to get on an intramural team. Our offense was very disorganized early in the game, and but our defense somehow managed to hold off our opponents, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, for a little while. But then they figured out our disorganization, got us out of position, and rattled off 4 goals in a very short amount of time. The second period was even worse, as we were pretty much on the defense the whole time. Never holding a true offensive possession, it was too easy for SAE to just pass past us and score another, and another, and another, and another, and another goal. But talk about an unsavory result. But at least it wasn't the case of own goals. I've not done well against SAE teams in the past. They took the championship from my Runga Cutters team in a blowout during my second year at Northwestern, and they've blown out my football and basketball teams there too. Thankfully, I never had to play against them at UNL, as they were in a completely different division of play. Fraternities and sororities were in their own division versus independent teams. That's the game! Today is the 388th day of Mission 441. 53 days remain.